Chuck Mangione, a towering figure in the world of jazz, passed away on July 22, 2025, leaving behind a legacy that resonates through his timeless music. Known for his mastery of the flugelhorn and trumpet, Mangione created hits like "Feels So Good," which became an anthem of the jazz-pop crossover era. Born Charles Frank Mangione on November 29, 1940, in Rochester, New York, he remained deeply rooted in his hometown throughout his life. His attorney confirmed that Mangione, aged 84, died peacefully in his sleep at his Rochester home, a fittingly serene end for a musician whose work brought comfort and joy to millions. Inducted into the Rochester Music Hall of Fame in 2012, Mangione's contributions to music and his community are celebrated far and wide. Chuck Mangione's passing was a quiet and peaceful event, reflective of the calm his music often inspired. On Tuesday, July 22, 2025, he died in his sleep at his home in Rochester, New York, at the age of 84. His attorney confirmed the news, noting that Mangione's death was due to natural causes, though specific medical details were not disclosed. This gentle departure concluded a life filled with creativity and passion, allowing him to rest after decades of captivating audiences worldwide. The announcement of his death prompted an immediate wave of tributes from fans and fellow musicians. Mangione's ability to craft melodies that felt both accessible and sophisticated had earned him a devoted following, and his loss was felt deeply. His attorney's statement emphasized the tranquility of his passing, a sentiment echoed by those who knew him as a man of warmth and grace. Mangione's personal life was anchored by his family, who provided him with love and support throughout his career. He was married to Rosemary Mangione, a partnership that lasted for many years until her death in 2015. Rosemary was a steadfast presence in his life, and her passing left a significant mark on Mangione, though he continued to find solace in his music and family. He is survived by his two daughters, Nancy Mangione Perino and Diana Smith, who were central to his world. Both daughters inherited their father's appreciation for creativity and community, and they remained close to him until the end. Mangione also had a strong bond with his brother, Gap Mangione, a talented pianist and fellow musician. Together, they formed the Jazz Brothers in their early years, a collaboration that laid the groundwork for Chuck's later success. Gap's own achievements in music further enriched the Mangione family legacy. Beyond his immediate family, Mangione was a grandfather and great-grandfather, roles he cherished deeply. His extended family, including nieces, nephews, and cousins, remembered him as a generous and joyful figure, always ready to share a story or a tune. His family's statement after his death highlighted his boundless energy and pure joy, qualities that defined both his music and his relationships. Chuck Mangione was 84 years old when he passed away, a milestone that underscored a life rich with accomplishment. Born on November 29, 1940, in Rochester, New York, he witnessed and shaped the evolution of jazz across more than 8 decades. His age at the time of his death was a testament to his enduring relevance, as he continued to perform and inspire well into his later years. Mangione's career began in the 1960s when he played with jazz giants like Art Blakey and Dizzy Gillespie, and spanned into the 21st century with performances that retained his signature charm. His longevity was not just a matter of years but of impact, as he bridged generations with his music. At 84, he remained a beloved figure, his age a symbol of a life well lived in service to his art. Mangione's home in Rochester, New York was more than a residence. It was a cornerstone of his identity. Located in the city where he was born and raised, the house stood behind his family's grocery store on Martin Street, a nod to his humble beginnings. Despite his fame, Mangione chose to stay in Rochester, living in a modest yet meaningful home that reflected his grounded nature. This house was where he died, peacefully in his sleep, surrounded by the memories of a lifetime. It was also a space of creation where he composed many of his iconic works. Filled with personal touches, photographs, musical instruments, and mementos from his career, the home encapsulated Mangione's journey. His decision to remain in Rochester underscored his deep connection to the city, a bond that influenced his music and his life. Following Mangione's death, his funeral was a private affair, held in Rochester in accordance with his family's wishes. The intimate service allowed those closest to him to mourn and celebrate his life away from the public eye. Details of the ceremony were kept minimal, reflecting Mangione's preference for simplicity and dignity. While the funeral itself was private, the broader community honored him in their own ways. Tributes poured in from around the world, with fans sharing memories of his music and its impact on their lives. Choice of a private funeral was a final act of humility from a man who, despite his stardom, valued personal connections over public spectacle. Chuck Mangione's lifestyle was a harmonious blend of his passion for music and his commitment to his roots. Known for his signature brown felt fedora and infectious enthusiasm, he lived a life that revolved around creativity and community. His days were often spent practicing, composing, or performing activities that fueled his spirit and kept him connected to his audience. Mangione's love for Rochester was a defining aspect of his lifestyle. He frequently participated in local events, including benefit concerts that showcased his generosity. A notable example was his 1980 concert for earthquake victims in Italy, which featured collaborations with jazz luminaries and raised significant funds. His performances were marked by an energy that belied his age, a testament to his dedication to his craft. Aside of music, Mangione was a sports enthusiast, particularly fond of baseball. A lifelong New York Yankees fan, he performed the national anthem at Yankee Stadium and MLB All-Star games, merging his musical talents with his personal interests. At home, he was a devoted family man, sharing stories and music with his daughters and grandchildren. His lifestyle was one of balance. Fame never overshadowed his humility or his love for those around him. At the time of his death, Chuck Mangione's net worth was estimated at approximately $10 million, a figure that reflected his successful career in music. His financial success was driven by hits like "Feels So Good," which reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1978 and propelled its album to double platinum status. This breakthrough, along with his Grammy-winning work on The Children of Sanchez, solidified his place in the industry and his earnings. Mangione's wealth was also built through decades of touring, recording, and licensing his music for television and film. Despite his substantial net worth, he lived modestly in Rochester, investing in his family and community rather than extravagant displays of wealth. His financial legacy allowed him to support charitable causes and leave a lasting impact beyond his music. Chuck Mangione's legacy is woven into the fabric of jazz and the spirit of Rochester. His innovative approach to the flugelhorn and his ability to blend genres made him a pioneer, while his dedication to his hometown made him a local hero. Feels So Good remains a cultural touchstone, its melody a reminder of his talent and reach. His induction into the Rochester Music Hall of Fame in 2012 was just one of many accolades that recognized his contributions. Mangione's influence extended beyond music into popular culture, with appearances on King of the Hill introducing his charm to new audiences. His death at 84 marked the end of a remarkable chapter, but his music ensures his immortality. As Rochester Mayor Malik Evans said, "The beauty of our city lives in the notes that will forever be Mangione's legacy." Chuck Mangione's life was a melody of joy, and its echoes will continue to feel so good for generations to come. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to daily updates and never miss a video.